Hello, Mambo, habari zenu. Today is another day. Thank you so much for finding time to come and watch my videos. Team Pamela, welcome everybody. So if you are new in this channel, please feel at home, feel welcome. My subscribers, my returning viewer, thank you so much for coming. The audience, everybody, the haters, the lovers, we are all one. So welcome to Pamela's World channel. I'm happy, I'm humble. I'm happy and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much for giving this channel, putting it as your number one channel. Thank you so much. So we are back here with our reaction as always, not personal. We are just here to analyze maturely, disagree to agree. No insult, as I always say, because what for? Why should we insult? If you feel you don't want or you don't like this channel, the door is open. You just move out slowly. But if you want to watch, just watch. Disagree with me, just maturely, and then we move, because we are here not just to entertain. I'm just here to entertain my people. They love it the way I put it out there. So don't spoil the occasion, because there's somebody I have to address this. There's another lady. I'm not going to mention her name today, but if she continues like this, I will put her here, because I don't want someone who insults me. That is a woman, I'm a woman. So no insult here. This is my channel. I have a right to my opinion. So the lady who insulted me, and in my channel, I don't insult people. If you've been watching me since the beginning, I don't like insult, because I get nothing out of insult. I only come here to agree to disagree, to air my opinion. As a human being, I have my rights to talk about things here. So now, if someone just come and not even reasoning, just insulting, because they think they are very good in insult. So she doesn't know this channel. Maybe this lady is saved. I'm waiting for the second coming of Jesus. Huh? So now let's start, because Ivan came now. We have Ivan here coming out with this issue of Pauline, this Polish woman. So the girl, how Marwa left her in the house. So these things we've heard them, and I think this is the final. According to Ivan, today is the finale. Each and everything has a start and the end. So I think, according to him, he's exhausted talking about one thing every now and then. Even us, especially me, I don't like repeating one thing every now and then. But if it is on the street, that is what I have for you. I have to bring it, because we are many. There are some who have not heard it. Some doesn't know what we are talking about. And each day he has different explanation and bringing a new thing. So about this Pauline, Ivan was trying to say how Marwa left this girl without telling the girl where he was going. Now that was the second day after the lady had slept, and the lady refused to go and sleep with him in his room. So he woke up. He didn't bother whether the lady has taken breakfast, whether the lady has eaten what. He didn't care. All he did, he just left the house. Didn't tell the lady where he was going, didn't tell the host where he was going, because he thinks the world revolves around him. You are being hosted. You are being hosted. This lady, this man, this your friend doesn't know her. You yourself, you've never met. This is your friend, a lady who came. You sent her money to come. Now you are leaving her without breakfast. It doesn't matter what happened last night, but this is another day, because each day has got its own things differently. You are not carrying the things of yesterday, you bring them forward, and then you start. You are in a new day, and are acting, bringing the old things to a new day. So this is what he did. Left the lady, went with another friend. You see, didn't tell the host, didn't tell the lady. So, and I don't know what he was thinking. So that is what Ivan is saying, and I'm going to put receipt about that. Before I say anything, let's just see the receipt, then we analyze, because I cannot start analyzing. Let's see the receipt, we analyze.
What really happened between you and Ivan? I will not talk about that story. I'll talk about that story the right time, not now.
And he did talk about it. And he, in fact, talked about it several times. When I met Marwa, I imagined a lot of things. Meeting somebody that I saw as, a fellow African who was out there traveling, doing his thing. So I thought this is the beginning of a great friendship. But also confused and was very, very angry. If you haven't seen that previous episode yet, go check it out. Welcome to the circus. I woke up, and I have to say, I was nervous for her, and she indicated to me that she hopes he doesn't try to come in the room where she was sleeping in. So I kind of slept half awake because I wanted to make sure that there was no weird things happening at nighttime. So in the morning, I went downstairs and I found Mawa on the computer. Surprisingly enough, he asked me if I could help him proofread a letter that he was, writing for an embassy. So I said, sure, no problem. So because I sat there, it was a pretty short letter. It took me no time, to proofread it for him. After that was done, I went to the office. So Paulina and I started texting because she wanted to get breakfast. But as you will see on the messages, she's upstairs, nervous to come downstairs because as she knows Mawa is always filming, she doesn't necessarily want to be filmed. And she wants to eat breakfast. What does she do? You can imagine the situation I found myself in. This is Mawa's guest, right? This is Mawa's friend. And now Mawa is acting weird towards me and weird towards her. So who's supposed to give her something to eat that morning? If I get her breakfast, Mawa being upset just for us talking, all three of us together. Imagine if I went ahead and started making her an omelette or, got her a donut or anything. So I was like in a tough situation, but to lower the temperature, I decided to have her, reach out to Mawa. I wanted to see what he was going to do. And if he wasn't going to help her out, then at that point, I was going to go ahead and get her breakfast. But I didn't want to do anything that's going to make it look like I'm trying to come between them two. So I basically told her to come downstairs and talk to him. So then I go in the office, and this is the time where Mawa and my cousin started talking. And I could hear them talk. I was on the other side. He was trying to speak a little bit lower, but I could hear, what he was saying. Mawa was basically dissing me in my own house, in front of my cousin, saying all of these horrible things, how I'm not nice, he doesn't like me, my cousin needs to be careful with me, I'm not a good person. All of these things, he's saying that in my house, in my kitchen.
So you heard there Ivan trying to explain what happened that night and that morning, because this Ivan hosted Marwa, and then Marwa decided to bring a guest here, a friend of him now. Because if you see this thing as you see the relationship which was between Ivan and Paulina, these people were not a girlfriend and boyfriend thing because they had just met. I think I even reacted upon this. They just met, and I think this is now the time Mara was to know Paulina well. Maybe if they met once, that girl was still 16, 17 years, according to Paulina. But now, this is now the time when Marwa sent her money so that they can come and meet. When you send someone money to come and meet, even those people who are dating online, maybe those people just not even online. Sometimes nowadays maybe some datings, and mostly it is online. So if you send someone money to come and meet you, does not mean automatically that man or that woman is your girlfriend. You have to come and know that person. Sit maybe, change words, at least try to interact with the person, know the person better. Is this the person I want in my life? Is this the real person? Because when people are maybe talking from afar, you cannot know them well, but unless you be with them close, that is when you realize, is this the right person? Is this the right person? But Marwa didn't give this lady the chance. That very, very night, Marwa wanted to sleep with this lady in the same room. So this girl became nervous. This is why the girl never wanted. But Marwa, in his mind, he had already concluded, because I sent money, this is my woman, because now, it's like now, it's a must that you have to be with the person. When you send money for someone, maybe let's come and meet. That does mean you own that person. That person now automatically become your girlfriend or boyfriend. And I think this is where people go wrong. People start maybe demanding, I want my money back. According to Maro, as you watch the video, as the video continues, there's a place where Maro said, I need refund me money. Let the person who is hosting you to maybe take care of you. Give me my money back, the money which I sent you. So Maro became so angry. So that morning, Maro didn't even care whether the lady was going to take breakfast, and leaving everything now into Ivan. Ivan now also now is saying, if I get myself involved in this, Maro will not feel good, because already just talking with the lady brought all this. And now if I make breakfast for this girl, this will bring more problems. So that's why I contacted Marwa. Yeah, and you see, so when Ivan was going to the office, Ivan heard Marwa talking about him with the cousin. Who does that? Who does that really? Eh? Because he doesn't have boundaries. This is now cousin to Ivan. Now you want to show this cousin, you know Ivan more than the cousin. Because now Amara is the one who is telling the cousin how Ivan is bad, how Ivan is not a good person. And this is his cousin who knows him better. And this is someone you host. You find someone you host and talking about your name. Ivan was too good. Me, I'm saying that was not something which was supposed to be even done. Even I don't know how Marwa thought, but I know what Marwa thought. Let me overthinking will not kill me because Marwa, maybe he shouted out. Let me just, before we proceed with the video, Marwa, because of this shouting, oh, please go check him out, go check him out. Oh, I think during that period, he was shouting, giving shout out to Ivan. So he could see the subscribers, how Ivan was gaining subscribers. So Marwa took advantage. It's like now he wanted to take advantage. See, I have given him my subscribers, so I have a right also in this house. Huh? I have a right in this house because he has my subscriber. So I think that is the ego which Marwa had. That's why he could behave funny like that in someone else's house with the visitor, with the guest. This was someone who helped you, hosting again your visitor. You are going ahead, talking behind him with the cousin, and he even called the mother to talk about the Ivan. Who does that? Huh? Because sometimes we are here analyzing this, but sometimes you don't even know what is happening. This is not something we can even come and talk. It's like high schools, children, small young boys and girls. Those are the people who can, maybe when they behave like this, you say, oh, but this is someone who has traveled. It is not his first time meeting a girl. What was funny, if I think it was because of this thing of passport, whatever. Otherwise, there was no love between him and this lady. Because if you love someone, you'll give them time. You'll go, maybe you'll think of them pushing. You'll not push them. You'll give them time, at least for them to decide on themselves or on their own. But Marwa never gave this lady chance. So let's hear Ivan, and then we will analyze as we proceed.
My cousin needs to be careful with me. I'm not a good person. All of these things, he's saying that in my house, in my kitchen. It really, and my cousin kept telling him, why are you telling me this? You should talk to him. I cannot tell you the feeling to know that you're hosting someone and this is the way they behave. I was shocked and I got very angry, and a lot of things were going through my head. But I knew if I faced Marwa at that particular moment, it was not going to be good because he brought a lot of negative thoughts in my head at that particular time. The nerves that he had to disrespect me like this in my house. As men, if I do something you don't like, come to me and say, man, I don't like this. Let's talk about it. Let's try to figure it out. Let's find a solution. You don't go to my cousin and start talking smack about me. My cousin that I'm hosting and taking care of, and you want to destroy my reputation in front of my cousin. Guys, remember, this guy also tried to reach to my mom later on. He does not know when to stop. He doesn't understand boundaries. So, downstairs, Mama was still on the computer. She said hello to him, and then they were sitting in the kitchen area, and he started talking about me again. He was saying things like, "This is a guy I just helped," because I was actually on the other side of the family room, but I could hear it because the echoes in the house, right? So I could hear everything he was saying, and he was basically telling her that I'm not his spokesperson, that I'm really just a guy that he responded to online. We're not friends. I'm a bad person. He was dissing me really hard, saying some of the horrible things about me, that he doesn't even know me really, and all of these things, and this is a guy that, I've helped all of this time. This is a man that, was still in my house. I had to really control myself, guys, because at that moment, I was tempted to kick him out. See, a lot of people watching these videos, you guys are thinking maybe we fought over a girl. That's not no game. So there's really no competition there.
So you heard. This thing was so sad because this episode, I don't like it, even analyzing, because if you are hearing someone talking bad about you, and this is your guest, a guest in your home, telling the other guest, this is not my friend, this is just someone I met online. But now, why are you here? There are so many hotels. What are you still doing here? Because these things you are talking about, this you would be talking with this your girl when you are already in the hotel, but not talking this shit and you are in somebody else's house. You are saying this is not my friend. This is a bad guy and you are still there. That this does not make sense at all at all. If Mara did this, that was very wrong because it doesn't make sense. How can you gossip someone and you are still in that person's house and you are telling your girlfriend, even if that girlfriend has no sense, automatically she will know you are lying. You cannot say this is not your friend and you are in his house. What are you doing here? This is not an hotel. And if you feel maybe this person is now maybe making you feel bad, maybe you are in a position whereby you cannot deal with this person, the best thing you can do is just pick up your bag and with your woman and go. And because you are desperately looking for a place to stay, because you like chipsing, I don't see why Marwa would be in Ivan in this situation, according to how Ivan is narrating this thing. This situation, no one can be in this situation because he was also making Ivan's life to be very hard, miserable in his own home. Someone is talking ill about you and talking about you with your cousin, trying to call your mom. Again, you are hearing the person talking about you with the girlfriend, saying he is not your friend and he's in your house. You've done ABCD for this person. Very hurting, very sad, very hurting. No one can take that. Ivan was just good, but I don't think this is how people should behave because the video is long. And after this, Marwa stormed out and went out. Didn't tell Ivan where he was going, didn't tell Paulina where he was going, and he just went, just went and went without telling them. You are in somebody else's house. You want to check out, maybe you want to maybe go out. You have to say, I'm going out. I'll take some time. I will be back at maybe, or maybe I'll be late. Now, Paulina, you have a guest here. This is your girlfriend, your so-called girlfriend. You are leaving the girl behind. Eh? Is that acting maturely? That is not acting maturely. It doesn't matter whether maybe you disagreed last night. This is your baggage now. It's like your bag. Wherever you are going, you have to go with her. Because this is you whom she came to visit or to meet. And you leaving her behind, you are going to meet other people. And then when he met those other people, again he said, that is not my friend. You see, talking about somebody who has helped. Okay, people fall out just because of women, and you cannot even sit down and talk about it. If someone has wronged you, don't go maybe yapping this side and that side. Just sit this person down. Ivan was there in the house. Tell him what you want. But now, in Kiswahili, it says kunungunika. Yeah? You are talking from inside. Just judging people from inside, and you don't want to tell people where they have wronged you. All you think is just suspicion. He was so suspicious, thinking each and every woman Ivan is going with, because this was in his mind. This thing never started there. This is what I'm saying. It started a long time. So this was just a matter of maybe like wrapping it. It triggered him that maybe Ivan was talking to this girl and no, the girl was not having time with him. Why? Because he didn't take charge. This was his girl. He brought him here. But now how he was behaving toward this girl made this girl to fear him. Made this girl to fear him because he just thought this is my girlfriend. Even girlfriend, you have to give girlfriends time. People are not robots. There must be feelings. For you to be with someone, there should be feelings. You don't just go because now it's like, huh? That is like abuse. I don't know. I can say because you cannot just go because somebody sent you money. You just go and just start sleeping with them. It cannot work. It cannot work. Maybe it can work for him, but for women's body that doesn't work like that. Ours, we are not robot. It has to agree by itself. So I don't think that was the right thing to do. Excuse me. And now, as the video goes along, the video was long, and today I won't play all that because it's a lot. Let me just play part of it because it's a lot just about how Maro was misbehaving, went out and just went and never said where he was going. And this someone is hosting you in their home. No respect. It's like that house was his house. He can walk out and come in anytime he wants, because he's the one paying rent, he's the one, he can do whatever he wants. He can bring people in, he can bring, you see, that was the behavior. That was not something someone can say, oh, he didn't know what he was doing. That is how he is. You cannot just behave like a child, then your people just let you be. That is, oh, maybe he didn't know what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, and that is his character. There are some characters which can never change. So let's hear some of the receipts, then we move ahead.
Me was also unacceptable. Here's the funny thing about Marwa. He says these things out there, and they always make their way back to me. Every time he talks trash about me to people, he doesn't know that I know what he's saying. He doesn't know that I know what he says to people. I know about his friends and what they discuss. They always tell me what's going on. I know all this stuff that he's doing and says about me. I don't always react because there's no need, right? I feel like Marwa is just desperate for attention. So if it makes him happy to talk, so be it. But when the guy is in your house, it's different. And this was just a bit too far. This was a bit too far. How are you going to be in a man's house with a girl and your friend is kind enough to host you, therefore saving you money, being cool with you, and this is the way you pay them back? Why did Marwa want to stop being friends with me? Besides the Paulina thing, it's because in Marwa's head, I was sleeping with Heidi. You know, that's what Marwa really thought.
Exactly. As I said earlier, this was not the main reason. This one all just triggered because Mara just thought Ivan was with Heidi. So even Paulina being in that house, so Mara was just trying to check, is he going to behave with this one like he behaved with the other one? So, once you have such kind of thinking in your mind, even if someone has not done anything, you can make it work like maybe something wrong is happening. So I think these were just his mind was set. When the mind is set, there's no way you can change it. So this is something which was cooking in his mind. Whether Ivan did what or what, he had already made up his mind. This is not a good person. This is the man who always take my women. So there was nothing Ivan could have done good to change this idea in Marwa's mind. So this person is like Ivan is saying, this person is saving you money. If it would have been hotel, how much would he have paid? Because it's like he said there like 2 weeks. 2 weeks is a lot. Being in the hotel with another with a girlfriend, the so-called girlfriend or just a friend. So that is that. Ivan saved him, but he never saw it as anything. He could still misbehave here, talk trash about Ivan. But because it's like now each and every person who knows Ivan, Marwa could go and tell him what is happening. Because he's someone who cannot control himself. He cannot control whatever he's saying. He sees you, he just yap. There's always control. You don't need to tell everybody everything. There are things you can keep for yourself. This is what he doesn't know. And I think this one, I always see this one in his live stream, because when he starts, he has no control. He just talk. He thinks whatever he's doing is okay, but sometimes there's always a time for talking and a time for, because you cannot tell each and every person everything which happens in the house. Maybe like now where I'm here, I have to tell neighbors what is happening. No, there are things you have to keep for yourself. Maybe if they are paining you and that person is there, a friend is there, just talk it over and then you just finish it. But telling this person and the other person will bring it back to the person, it feels a lot. So I don't think that was the right thing to do. So let's keep on hearing because it is long.
It's like I have a team, I have many options. Well, you have many options, but you find your girl paying $1,000. Mom, you don't have any options, man. You think you're a player, but you're not, man. You're a clown. You're not a freaking player, bro. You're a clown. Men with options don't put themselves in these situations. Men with options have a little bit more swag, a little bit more game. They know how to talk to women. They don't ever find themselves in situations like this. You're actually a very insecure clown. And to be honest, I feel bad for you. So on one end, he's pushing the whole she's in Ivan's house agenda, right? He's pushing that. And then in private, he's actually talking to Paulina and trying to make sure she comes back to him. It's very interesting. So he's kind of like playing both sides in a way. As long as Ivan's reputation is being tarnished with the help of Sultan, it's cool. People are going to believe that. And then on the other side, I'm still begging, Paulina to come to me. And then he says, you didn't want to join my team. Now, guys, imagine for a second, a man who's interested in a woman but then he tells her that she doesn't want to join his team. What girl want to be part of a team? What a weird, twisted head this guy has. Girls want to be special. They want to be treated like they are the best thing you ever had. They are your one and only. Marwa, learn a couple of things about women. How are you going to tell a girl she's going to be part of your team? And that's supposed to be an incentive. From the airport, you saw, he said, she is his second wife.
Hey, Marwa, second wife.
So this is not like a joke, because some people might watch that.
So Marwa telling this girl she should be part of his team. So what does that mean? It's like now, as he said from the airport, Marwa's second wife, like now, Marwa having multiple women. So this one was going to join that team. So I don't know, sometimes you have to know, as I said, what to say and when to talk, because you can just, maybe you are joking, maybe he was not joking. You cannot know whether he was joking, because according to him, he never came and clarified that, oh, I was just joking. So I don't think that was a good idea to tell someone to join my team. It's like now it's a grouping. Sister what? Sister what? Sister what? How do you call it? Sister, here we call it co-wives, sister wife. Yeah, so it's like sister wife. So some of the things which Marwa did, he brought this on his own. This is all I can say. He brought all on his own, and now starting blaming someone who is so innocent. And the things which he was trying to say, or the things how he was trying to behave, because he doesn't want to confront you. There are some people, they like talking behind, but where they cannot tell you where the problem is, but rather they go and talk with other people. And that one can make the things to be more worse. Instead of confronting the person who maybe you feel is making you uneasy, you go and tell the other person who is not even going to solve that issue. I think this is how Marwa always does his, maybe how he communicates. He has a problem with communication and trust issues. So I think all his lifetime, he has that trust issue. And when there are a place where there is no trust, there's nothing good like trust and good communication. If there's good communication and trust, everything will flow well. But these are the things which Marwa is lacking. He cannot communicate. He likes to complain. He's a complainant. He's someone who is playing. He's just seeing people are maybe getting into his nerve, or how can I put it? It's a cry boy. I don't know how I can put cry baby, because he cannot sit down with a friend and talk. Okay, this one is hurting me. I don't know. Why don't we? As friends, you can just sit and even if not a friend, if someone wrongs you, you just tell those people. Telling the third party will not help anything. So he's someone who likes to complain a lot. Even the way he walks, you can just see this is someone who likes complaining. And he always sees that people are on the wrong. He's the one who is being wronged. You see, that kind of people sometimes is not good. So as the video goes on and on, when it reaches a time whereby he was leaving, because Ivan decided to lie to him that he's going to the funeral in Cameroon. So this was a way of making Marwa to move. So the following day, he told him to go, and Paulina also went. And because the parents of Paulina had sent her money. So after Marwa hearing this, Marwa now started pleading. And after the lady refused, Marwa now started asking for his refund, because he was saying this now and then changes like a narcissist, because he is always on himself. He's just self-centered. He's just himself. Everything I don't know how I can put it, self-centered, narcissist. Because he wants what he wants is he just want to get what he wants. He doesn't see the other person wherever maybe he's not supposed to be. No, what he has put his mind in, he just wants that thing to be the way he wants it. So that is Marwa. I think I will just stop from there, that issue of Marwa, because I think it is exhausting. Like Ivan, how he said, it is exhausting because it is just a repetition. The character of him is just repeating itself, to the extent when he was leaving the house, someone who has hosted your girlfriend, he never even said thank you. The only thing which he just said is my glasses in there. You see, that's the only thing he could remember. He never remembered what Ivan did to him. Okay, maybe Ivan is not saint either, because also he would have taken maybe left that lady, at least to deal with the person who brought her there. But still, the lady was in his home. There was no way he could have just left the lady. Maybe, that is his home. In case of anything, who will be answerable is him. That's why he was taking that stand of being there for that lady in case of anything, because with Marwa, that is not his home. He could have run, maybe do anything, but Ivan, where would he be? Maybe if anything happened. So that's why he was trying to protect both of them, the lady and Marwa. So that is that. Then now Dimwango said now she's in New York, and according to her, the birthday started early because if you are a Leo, it has to start early like that. And now she's in New York, and according to her, she's not going to give us many videos or content because she's there with a different agenda. And maybe the Mr. Right is there and she's having good time. This is allowed because she has to have her own time, also her life. Or maybe there are no contents because out there people, they know how to twist this. Maybe if she doesn't have content, maybe people have been asking Dimwango, take us to these historical places, and she has not gone there. So showing people again now the streets of New York, maybe people won't love. So I think this is maybe she came up with this saying, oh, I didn't come here because of content. With these people, you can never trust. I think there's no content. There's no content. Each time she's touching the laptop, or the video is not uploaded, but if you wait, there's no video. So it's like there are no videos, there's no content, and we will see how it goes. So now I wish her well. If there's Mr. Right there, we are waiting for those wedding bells. Dun, 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 dun. When the boss is doing well, you also do well. So that is that. So now, before I conclude my video, I promise to show you another island, a very small island. And I will talk about this island before I show you. It's very small. This island is in Kenya. It is an island in Lake Victoria, and it is just near where I come from, where I was born and raised. And we are sharing that water. From where I was born, the island is just, you can see it. Maybe when you are in the boat, you can see it. So some people might ask, Pamela, where are you coming from? I come from that lake which I'm going to show you. And the lake has so many fish. The lake has so many people. That island has so many people. I don't stay in the island myself. We say we were born and raised in the mainland, but we know that island. It is near our place. So that island has many people. That island is very small. That island is very congested. The island has Kenyans. The island has Ugandans. The island has Tanzanians. And it's a very small island. I will show you. Very, very squeezed and in the middle of waters, very deep waters. And there's a lot of fish there. Before, people used to struggle with it's our island, it's our land between Kenya and Uganda and whatever. But later on, peace has been there, and people are living there in peace. People are living there in peace. And if you see where people are living in peace, a very squeezed place, and imagine if those people can live in peace like that, and we who are living in a free world like we are here, we have space. We can still come out here and insult one another. We have grudges. What for? Those people, they can never have grudges in there, because in case they have grudges, they will just drop themselves in the waters and they'll die. So that's what I'm trying to bring to you. Why can't we just live well with people? Because if people who are living in a squeeze can take that, because don't tell me those people, they don't get hungry. They get hungry. They are human beings, but they know how to control. They can control themselves. So if they can control themselves, knowing if I don't live well with my neighbor, I will end up in that water. If this one wrong me and maybe I get angry, I will end up in that water and I will never be seen again. So I think that is a lesson to us. This is what I'm trying to say. This is a lesson to us, how we should live well with neighbors, with people, because at the end of the day, this anger thing will not take you anywhere. This insult thing will not take you anywhere. We are just here to react, to entertain one another. Why are you bringing personal things? I'm saying because that lady I said, I don't know whether some lady, a lady who came here and insulted me. I will not allow her to insult me again. It's only because I'm full of the Holy Spirit. The God who is in me does not allow me to bring that whatever. Anyway, let me show you that island. So next time you come to visit Kenya, you let me know so that I can take many fish there, cook for you, and then you eat, because there are a lot of fish there. This fish is what has made these people to go there. Otherwise, that island is too small, but there are a lot of fish. Let us see this island.
In the world, it has its own laws. It may cause war between two countries, Uganda and Kenya. Everyone claims this island as theirs because on the map, you can see that the borderline between the two countries is very close to this island, which makes Uganda claim it from Kenya. Britain drew the borders and caused this entire dispute over the island. That's why we visited it. It's a rocky island.
You see that island? See how small the island is? That is the island I'm talking about. The island is called Migingo. Look at it. Just in the middle of water. Those are houses, iron sheet. They are made of iron sheet. That is how that island looks like. Can you imagine how small that island is? And people are living there. People are having children there, and they are living in harmony. And you saw how fish are there. Let me show you some of the fish.
Meters, which is no more than half an area of a football field. They live on this island because of the presence of an expensive type of fish called the Nile perch. The population of this island is 1,000 people, which makes it one of the most densely populated places on Earth. This is the most crowded island in the world. It has its own laws. It may cause war between two countries, Uganda and Kenya. Everyone claims this island as theirs because on the map, you can see that the borderline between the two countries is very close to this island, which makes Uganda claim it from.
Now you've seen that island. The island is called Migingo. Migingo has a lot of potential. There's a lot of fish. The business is booming there. As small as it is, there's everything there. So my reason to bring Migingo here, I was trying to show you where I come from. I don't come from that island itself, but that is where my home is, in the mainland. And people live there. People live there in harmony. And that is what I was trying to say. Why can't we live in harmony? What is the problem? Because we are just here to entertain, and people come with emotion, pressure. So my people, that is all I had for you for today. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. And today I was not feeling that well. I've been having headache from morning, and I think maybe that's why the energy is a bit low, but I'm okay. Thank you so much for coming to watch my video. Share the video, give me the likes, and subscribe to the channel. See you again in my next video. Bye.